All right, girls. We're going to take a quick moment to look at two defensive situations from our last game on Sunday. I think there are two important moments that were a trend throughout the weekend and something that we'll have to prepare for upcoming State Cup games. So, first one, we're just going to look at our defensive shape. So, quick freeze frame. Cup in the first half has the ball. If we look at where we currently at, and I know some of us are still in that learning phase of where we should be. The big thing we're going to look at is we have our right center back, who in this case is Olivia, isolated out one-on-one. We'd really prefer that not to be the case if we can avoid it. So I'll go back. We're going to look. This is the ideal shape if we can. We wanted Sid to drop a little bit further back. Brooke is a little bit wider and in line with our two holding mids. So she can slide out and help press the opponent up against the sideline. We don't want the ball to get into that space behind Sid. So as Brooke forces it wide, Sid is there to able to push the ball back and away from that space and behind her. So as you see, that allows Olivia to stay more central, our right center back. Our two holding mids, shape wasn't great. And if you also look where Kendall is, so you look at it, Kendall as the 11 is kind of high. We don't really have a good shape. Our defensive shape looks a lot like our attacking shape. And as we talked about, that's not what we're going for. We want to have this line of 5 to cover the gaps and the 4 is connected. All right, so look at it again. Look where we're at. And we want to be able to shift into this to where now we've pinned it. They've got a lot less space. And then in actuality, when we win it, we're in a better shape to then break and go forward. The next one we look at is the second goal we give up. And what I coined this is defensive decision-making in recovery. So there's a couple things, and this is stuff that we'll continue to work on and learn, but whenever there's a counter or whenever we get caught and we're trying to deal with their attack coming at us, we have to look, what do we look like numbers-wise? Do we have good numbers around the ball? Do we have more people than them? Do they have more people than us in a space, or are we even? And then what does the body of the person with the ball say? Are they facing forward so that they can attack the space, or are they facing their own goal? So we'll let it run. So I think what you'll see here is, we're trying to play and we're attacking, and it got a little loose and a ball gets played out. Now the player is facing forward. Olivia senses some danger, so she steps out and off they go. So if you look at where now our two center backs are, even though I think Kuda could have made the tackle there, we're missing those layers of recovery, and we just didn't have the numbers favorable to win that situation. So we'll go back to again. So if we have a favorable situation, so we have good numbers and the person is facing away the goal, I have no problem with Olivia stepping and squeezing and denying that ball because we're going to lock it into our half. But in this case, it's considered unfavorable. She's facing forward, she has space, and she has a 2v1 against Olivia. Olivia jumps out, and now we create that 1v1. And we're trying to avoid those 1v1s if we can. Like I said, even though if Kuda could have dealt with it, we did not set our team up for success. So if we look big picture, we go back to the beginning and we're looking at this team shape. That 5-4-1 is really important to our shape, making sure that we have that those two banks as we shift across. And then as we wrap up and head into the next weekend, just good decision making, understanding that in this situation, they're not going to score from inside our own half. Now, once we kind of get ourselves stretched and we jump to something that we don't really need to defend, the likelihood that they can score goes up.